What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, where today we are going to be talking about what the best beginner weapon in Toram Online is. Now when it comes to a weapon to choose for a beginner, you have 9 choices. You have katana, halberd, one-handed sword, two-handed sword, bow, bowgun, staff, magic device, and knuckle. But only one can be crowned the best for new players to use. Quick update, I'm finishing the rest of this video at night, so I'll be a little bit more quiet from this point on. Sorry about that. If we want to find out what the best beginner's weapons is, we're first going to have to identify what beginners struggle with the most. So I think there are 3 things that beginners struggle with the most. The first one being critical rate. At a certain point, you're definitely going to need critical rate to land your attacks. The second thing is attack MP recovery. Beginners are going to have a harder time getting MP to use their skills. And the third thing is damage. Beginners aren't going to have very much damage, so when you spend your MP, you're not really getting too much value. Now, according to these 3 weaknesses I have identified, I've come up with one weapon that covers pretty much all 3 of those weaknesses and makes this class very easy to use for beginners. And in case you guys haven't figured it out yet, it is staff. Staff, in my opinion, is the best beginner's weapon. Despite the fact that the difficulty says hard on the weapon selection screen, I'd advise you to disregard that, because for beginners, this is honestly the perfect class, and let me tell you why. So if beginners struggle with, get critical rate and actually landing their attacks, magic doesn't really have to worry about that. Magic doesn't need to critical, and magic will 100% of the time hit the target, which covers one of those weaknesses. Second weakness that is covered is from the skill called MP charge. We don't really have to worry about attack MP recovery because we can get all of our MP back instantly with the press of a button and a little bit of a charge time. The skill magic arrows provides an insane amount of damage for just 1 MP, more so than any other tier 1 skill. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I mean. The most difficult part of using a staff or using magic skills in general is going to be the charging times. You do have to charge your skills to cast them, which does leave you vulnerable. However, I think that this is easy enough for even beginners to get acclimated to, and definitely becomes less of an issue as you're more aware in the game. The charging time is definitely a con, however I think it more than overweighs the critical, MP recovery, and damage issues that beginners will face. I'm going to do a quick couple of tests with some different beginner weapons just to show you guys what this class can do. We will spend 20 skill points on each weapon, and as for the stat points, we're going to go ahead and leave them empty. For the equipment, we're also going to only be carrying the beginner's weapon. The test will consist of 5 auto attacks in order to prorate the monster, and then we will use a 1 skill that's leveled up to level 10. Starting with staff. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now for the skill. Alright, so let's see how much that did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that hit 6 times, doing almost 300 damage. Now let's compare this to another weapon, say one-handed sword and bow. Alright, here's my skills. I'm using shot mastery level 10. Our mage didn't even have that staff mastery, so it should be an advantage for bow. Again, to show you, no stats, just the beginner weapon. And let's go ahead and fight the eerie crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the skill. Even longer charge on this one. Even with the critical, it only did 577 damage. Much, much less than our mage did. Alrighty, here's our sword character, the standard beginner's weapon. Here are my skills. Sword mastery, hard to hit. And my stats, still nothing put in. Let's start the test with one-handed sword. 4, 5. We're gonna go and use the skill. 474 critical damage. Again, just not very good. So as you guys can see, Mage absolutely blows the other weapons out of the water when it comes to their damage for just 1 MP. But one issue still remains. How fast can Mage recover MP compared to other classes? Well, let's do some tests. Before we start with those tests, guys, I'm gonna have to ask you, if you like this video, please tell me by leaving a like on this video. And if you want to see more Toram Online content, consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be posting new Toram Online builds, guides, stuff like that every other day. That's the goal. So please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Anyways, let's get right into those tests. So I'm at 0 MP. So let's go ahead and test how long it takes me to recover MP, starting now. Wow. Look how slowly that's going up. Oh my goodness. There we go. I finally got 1 MP. And all it took was... Alright, now let's test with MP. As you see, I have no MP with my Mage. Let's go ahead and test right now. Alright, so you saw there that we got 1 MP for 17 seconds of work. And with our Mage, we got triple that at 3 MP for only 4 seconds. I just think that's a no-brainer. Of course, it's much easier for a beginner to accomplish. And on top of that, you can use your MP to do even more damage than you can with any other weapon. So I think it's clear and obvious why I think Mage is the best beginner weapon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out if you want to see more Toram content. And I'll catch you on the next one.